All right, Gemini, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April 27th through May 3rd. My name is Athen. So this week we've got the full moon here coming up on Sunday. Let's go and have a look at your chart here. So we had the new moon a couple weeks ago back in your 11th house, which is the house of groups, communities, network circles, anything that's larger than self in essence, with especially with people or ideas or ideals. Also, the satisfaction that you get from your work. And I say that specifically for you Geminis because we had a lot of this emphasis on your work sector last month with all that releasing and freedom and all that stuff. That was the case. But now with the new moon here in your 11th, it could be a newfound joy of your work, a newfound freedom, maybe even finances and the gains that you get from your work as well. So still very much in alignment here this week. But we're entering the week in the third quarter phase, which is going to be here on Monday. And then as the moon fills up, it'll go to that exact position there with the full moon here on the 3rd. So the full moon is going to be in your 5th house. And so this is the house of fun. It's the house of joy. It's the house of self-expression, of creativity, of your passion. So anything that puts a smile on your face. This is the 5th house. And so coming out of the 11th, it could be that whatever it is that you maybe are focusing on or thinking about relating to those 11th house matters could culminate around a newfound sense of passion. And so that's the energies that you're dealing with towards the end of this week. So I would really recommend, as the week unfolds, tap into your creativity, your passion, your self-expression. In a nutshell, your self-expression is a huge part of the 5th house as well. And that will be this segue into the full moon energy, because then once the full moon comes around, it'll be about balancing, whatever it is you're involved with in the 11th with the 5th house and finding that balance, essentially what puts a smile on your face, and then what's important to others with your, what are your ideals and visions for everyone else. So finding that middle path there, it's very much about self and other, but it's very creative, very passionate, because both houses are very passionate, but one has to do with assisting and being a part of something larger than self, and one is very personal. The 5th house is very personal, it's very creative, it's about you shining and coming forth. So whatever that is, as the week unfolds, bring in that 5th house energy. I think that will help things flow very smoothly. But the emphasis is still very much going to be on your 11th house. With the sun still here, we've got Mars there. And one thing that is going to be shifting, however, about midweek on Thursday, which is very important for you Geminis, is that Mercury is going to be shifting into your 12th house here about midweek, right here. So that shift there, I think, where you guys may have been thinking a lot about the enjoyment of work and groups and networks and all those 11th house matters, is going to shift to more of the importance of rest, relaxation, tranquil time, all of these things that are ruled by the 12th house. So with that shift midweek, I'm really getting a sense of, especially with Venus there, you guys have had the opportunity to enjoy some of that rest and relaxation. And so now with your there, this will be a good energy for you guys to utilize. And once Mars and then the Sun all follow up into that 12th house, it'll be especially the case about this rest. But bring that in. I think midweek, do some of that relaxation, tranquil time, the simple pleasures of life, simple pleasures in terms of your peace, and your surrendering and getting that flow back, that intuition, because this is the part of the cycle of essentially the year where it comes back to the 12th house, which is a time of resting up, because in a couple months it'll be your sun in the 1st house, which will be a lot of your guys' birthdays too. So by getting that rest and relaxation now at this point is what's going to create the flow for you to then have that energized momentum to move forward with a lot of goals, a lot of ambitions, a very assertive energy coming around the corner for you. So this week it starts off, we have kind of a mixed bag this week. We have some opportunities, some easy aspects, and some challenges. Only one real major challenge, which I'll mention. But it starts on Monday and Tuesday. Have Mars sextiling up to Chiron. So this energy here, there's going to be a lot of activation this week from your 9th house. Okay, on Monday, Tuesday, that Chiron's going to be sextiling the Mars. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, that Chiron's going to be squaring your Venus. And then on Wednesday, that Neptune is going to be sextiling the Sun. So a lot of this, which is interesting, So really from Monday through Wednesday, the key here with this is whatever's been transpiring for many years actually about you going with the flow on your life path, going with your flow in terms of travel or adventure or philosophy or spiritual studies. It's been very healing too, and I think you guys are healing through that area, whether it's maybe learning about some wisdom, which is in turn helping, this whole revitalization of healing take place, or letting go and surrendering, all this stuff. It's very much on the table this week, Monday through Wednesday in particular. So find that flow, find that peace, find that, being open to the ninth house in that balanced way. And that's, I think, really going to assist you with a lot of these 11th house and 12th house activities, which is where they're going to be aspecting. So it'll be assisting you with a lot of these news relating to this stuff, this 11th house stuff, and then also assisting you with the rest, relaxation, flow, tranquil stuff, which you're probably not feeling now watching this video, but midweek, once that Mercury starts to go into your 12th, it'll be more and more about that. And so that'll assist you as well there. So that's the energy of early part of the week. Saturday and Sunday, the major challenge of the week will be your ruler being opposed by Saturn. Okay, so this is especially important for you Geminis. But later on, this is Saturday, Sunday, we've got this opposition here. And so essentially with this transition into the more subtle energies of life, there will be this balancing act between whatever hard work you've been doing with the routine. Because, this is just natural opposition. So, for example, if you guys have been really focusing on the regiment, on the diet, on the routine, it's this interesting balance, isn't it? Because one part of you might want to sleep in and do the more relaxing thing and enjoyable thing, but then another part of you might want to really get serious with the routine. So that's an example to kind of put this in perspective. So find that middle path there as best as you can without going to any extremes, because if you go to the extreme of just the health stuff, it can be very disconnected, very isolating feeling, very cold feeling with that Saturn. But then if you go to the extreme of just resting and relaxation, then there might be something kind of gnawing at your feet saying, wait a minute, you got to make sure that you're taking care of this stuff. So whatever it is, for you, it's basically self-improvement opposing up to rest and relaxation, tranquil time, spiritual time. Find that balancing point, especially Saturday and Sunday. Do what's grounded, do what's long-term, where both areas are implemented in that grounded sense. And then that will be the flow. And then you'll be able to handle that sort of opposition to the utmost. It can also be like responsibilities as well that maybe you have to do over the weekend also, something like that. But you want to step into that Saturn energy. You want to embrace the energy of discipline, hard work, and that will be assisting this aspect. And that's it. And then on Sunday, like I said, we've got that full moon, which is going to be over here in your 5th house, about self-expression, creativity, fun, joy. And I think as the week unfolds, it'll be more about this. Really express yourself later part of the week, whether it's through artistic or through communications. More than likely for a lot of you, because we got this opposition up to Mercury and you guys are Geminis, it will probably have a lot to do with your communication, learning, teaching, writing, all this type of self-expression. So tap into that, balance that with the 11th house matters, and everything will be nice and in flow. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week. If you'd like to learn more about this form of astrology, if you're new to Sidereal, do check the link down below. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, check the link. And I will talk to you all next time. Have a great time. Take care.